English class. My name is Martin and I'm teacher from Plantel Andrés Quintana Roo. Today is with me teacher Alex.
Hello, I'm teacher Alex. I am also from Plantel Quintana Roo. I teach 5th and 6th grade. And today we are going to be talking about past continuous. Now, before we enter into that subject, we need to remember some vocabulary about actions. Those are the verbs. For example, teacher Martin, what kind of actions do you remember in English?
Well, I remember one of them, build.
Okay, build. Yes, like when you want to give something good for your dog, you build him a house.
Correct. Another one is ring.
Okay, ring, like your alarm clock at 5 a.m. when you have to go to school.
I like to break my piggy bank.
Okay, yes, when you want to buy something good, you break your piggy bank.
Another one is buy.
Okay, yes, like when you go to the supermarket to buy food.
I love to swim.
Yes, I love to swim too, in my free time.
And one of the activities I really enjoy it is sing.
Sing. I like to sing, but not in front of anyone, only when I'm alone.
Well, to be honest, I love to read science books.
Yes, I also like science books too, but science fiction.
And the last one is go. I love to go out my doors.
Okay, yes, I like to go to the park too. Now, we have these actions or these verbs, and when we are going to use them for past continuous, we have to transform them. You have to change them, okay, into their ing form, which is very simple. You just take the verb as it is. For example, we have build, and you add the letters I and G. With that, you already changed the verb to what we need. Then next, remember this one is going to be pronounced building.
Building.
Okay? Next we have ring. You add the ing. It doesn't matter if the verb already ends in ing, you are just add it again. And this is going to be pronounced ringing. Okay? Then we have break. You add the ing and it's going to be pronounced breaking. Then we have buy. It's going to be pronounced buying. We have swim. It's going to be pronounced swimming, but here you are going to double the M and then add the ing. Swimming. Then we have sing. Remember, it doesn't matter if it ends in ing, you just add it again. It's going to be singing. Then we have read. It's going to be reading. And go is going to be pronounced
Going.
going. Okay, and these verbs are not the only ones. With any other verb that you can think of, like tell becomes telling, talk becomes talking. All of the verbs can be transformed into their ing form just by adding ing at the end. And all of this is one of the two most important things to remember when we are talking about past continuous. Because past continuous is going to be used when we talk about things that we were doing in a specific point in the past. Okay? I always like to teach them like this, as if they were kind of formulas, because it's simple to remember. We have a person, we have the auxiliary was or were, we have the verb in the ing form, and we have the complement. Remember, the complement is anything that you want to add at the end of the sentence. So we can say something like, tell me, teacher Martin, what were you doing yesterday at 7 p.m.?
Yesterday, to be honest, I was taking my dinner. It was a pizza slice.
Okay, so we can say that teacher Martin was eating pizza at 7. Okay? Now remember, we have the subject, the person, teacher Martin. We have the auxiliary was, the verb eating, that is the verb with ing, and all of this pizza at 7 is the complement, okay? Now, why did I put was instead of where? Now, this is the second important thing to remember when we are talking about past continuous. When are we going to use was and when we are going to use where? We use was when we talk about one person. Teacher Martin is one person. I am one person, okay? So, then where is going to be used when it's two or more people. For example, tell me, teacher, what were we doing yesterday?
For example, yesterday we were building a duck house.
Yes, we can say we were building a dog house yesterday. Again, we have the subject, the auxiliary, and the verb in ing. All of these is the complement. And remember, to be more specific, we always add either the time of day or the moment in the day. We can say yesterday, we can say in the morning, at 7, at 5, etc., etc. Now, teacher Martin is going to tell us how to make the sentences in negative form.
Okay, guys. Okay, I'm going to explain the negative form. The negative form is just simple, guys. Remember, just taking the positive sentence and add the not word, N-O-T. For example, we have teacher Martin was eating pizza at 7 p.m. For becoming these sentences into negative, we just only added the not word before the auxiliary. For example, teacher Martin was not eating pizza at 7 p.m. Okay? Remember, just adding the not word. For example, we were building a dog house yesterday. The negative form is just adding the not word, guys, before the auxiliary. Where we were, sorry, we were not building a dog house yesterday. Remember, just we need to add the not word after the auxiliary. Plus, I'm going to give you the way to contract this negative form. If we want to contract these two words, we just needed to write this. Was, wasn't, and weren't. Okay? This is the contract form of these words. So we have the third way to conjugate this past continuous, the interrogative. Okay? It's just simple, guys. We just needed to switch in the auxiliary and the subject. For example, the same sentence is was teacher Martin eating pizza at 7 p.m. Remember to add the question mark. And I'm going to give you a bit of advice. You have to speak it as a question. Remember, was teacher Martin eating pizza at 7 p.m.? That's the way that we become these sentences into the interrogative way. Okay, guys? For example, where we building a dog house yesterday. Remember, just we needed to switch in the auxiliary and the subject. That's all, guys. Okay?
Okay. To give you some other examples of how to change both to positive to negative, we have here some sentences. We have I was studying, and then remember we just had the not after the auxiliary. I was not studying. Sue was dancing. Sue was not dancing. Mark was seeing. Mark was not seeing. It was going. It was not going. They were talking. They were not talking. Remember. Okay, so remember, you just have to add the word not before the verb or after the auxiliary to change these positive sentences into negative form. Okay, so teacher Martin is going to tell us how to change these positive ones into their question.
Okay, guys, as I told you, we just needed to switch in the auxiliary and the subject. For example, I was studying. For becoming these positive sentences in interrogative sentences, we just switch in the auxiliary and the subject. Was I studying? Was I studying? Remember? Yes, I was studying. The next example. Sue was dancing. Remember? Was Sue dancing? Was Sue dancing?
We don't know, that's why we are asking, right?
Mark was singing. Was Mark singing? Remember, guys, the question mark. And your speaking must sounds like a question. It was going. Was it going?
Remember, what teacher Martin is telling you is very important. If you don't have the question mark at the end of the sentence, your sentence won't be understandable. They won't understand you. And if you don't say it as if it was a question when you are talking to someone, they might not understand you. Okay, so it's very, very important to listen to that.
And the last one, they were talking. Were they talking? Were they talking?
Okay. So yes, again, remember you just have to change the subject and the auxiliary from places. I was I. Okay? Now, the last thing that we are going to do is a little exercise. We are going to have some sentences here, but the words are going to be scrambled. They are not going to be in order. So what we are going to do is we are going to give you some time so that you can try to solve them at home before we give you the answer to see if you have understand. Remember, keep in mind these formulas. So first of all, we have we're not a dog house building day. We are going to give you some time so that you can try and figure it out on your own, and then we are going to give you the answer, okay? Let's see if you can do it.
Okay, teacher Alex, let me figure out these sentences, alright? Check it out. Now check out your answers, guys.
Okay, remember, we have the first thing that we have to make is the subject. We have the person they. Now because it is they, and we have here the auxiliary were not. Then we have the verb in ing, and at the end, all of the complement. Okay, remember instead of the O. Now we have this one. We are going to give some time, and then we can see if you figured it out, okay? So let's say, Teacher Martin, can you give us the answer?
That's correct. Let me figure it out.
Okay, again, we have the subject that is Perla, that is the person. Because we have not, we know that it's going to be negative, so it was not. We have the verb in ing, studying, and the complement, biology, saying that it was yesterday.
Another
Okay?
way of speaking this phrase using the contract is Perla wasn't studying biology yesterday.
Okay, that's it. And the last one. We have this one right here. Let's again give you some time for you to figure it out at home before Teacher Martin gives us the answer. Let's give it a little time. Remember, keep in mind the formulas. Okay. Teacher Martin, give us the answer, please.
Let me figure it out.
Okay, so we have Miguel was reading history in the afternoon. And remember, if you wanted to change this into the negative form, you can use the wasn't or the long version was not. So I hope these examples of an exercise gave you an idea of how to construct the sentence. We hope that this class served you as a good reviewing for this topic. Remember, you have exercises in the link down below for these weeks. And, well, I hope that we can see each other soon. Bye-bye.
Keep it up.